Rowdy Retro Reviewer here again, folks. Ever since I did my remake on my VHS and DVD collection yesterday, I've been getting to thinking today, which is my VHS and DVD collection important to me? Well, I suppose so. I have been collecting various VHS tapes and DVDs for a while now, trying to find new VHS tapes that I probably never even heard about or aware of, especially since I've already been aware of a few of them, but thanks to a lot of my favorite YouTubers like Channel Awesome, Minty Comedic Arts, and the Angry Video Game Nerd, for example. But other than that, it kind of helps me, well, thanks to a lot of other people on YouTube talking about all sorts of movies and TV shows that I may or may not have heard of, good or bad. It can help me be more familiar with that. Okay, that probably didn't make any sense at all, and I'm sorry about that. Because, well, VHS, even though I have no hatred for DVDs, and I'm not saying that they are bad. Considering how I actually got a Blu-ray for the first time, but sometimes it's pretty cool to own a lot of VHS tapes, because as you saw in my VHS and DVD collections remake that I made yesterday, there were a lot of interesting ones that I keep finding. Some that I wasn't even aware of or heard of before. Kind of like Meteor Man, for example. Since I never saw a single person on YouTube talk about this. And sure, maybe it might not be a great film. Might have been kind of bad, but to be fair, it's not that terrible. Wouldn't say it's the worst film. So that's kind of an example of what I'm talking about. And when I was at Goodwill before, I was still surprised to find out that The Incredibles had a VHS tape. And I probably already showed this off in my VHS and DVD collections remake yesterday. So I'm probably not going to get into a lot of details about that. But other than that, I always like to have an impressive VHS and DVD collection, and just like to think of it as my own personal video store. I know that might seem a little bit silly for me to think that my VHS and DVD collections like my own personal video store, which you are technically right, but there's nothing to be ashamed of, because I've already been seeing other YouTubers show off their VHS and DVD collections for a while, like Minty Comedic Arts and the Angry Video Game Nerd, for example. They posted a few videos about their VHS video store, their own video store, their personal ones. And I will admit, their VHS and DVD collection is pretty cool, and I never thought I'd say this, but I guess I am a little jealous that their VHS and DVD collection is better than mine. Because most of the films and most of the DVDs and VHS they owned were something that I never heard of before or even aware of. Despite a few recognizable ones. Like the Angry Video Game, like when the Angry Video Game Nerd showed off his VHS and DVD collection like almost 8 years ago. He owned all 5 Rocky Balboa movies in a row, and I only have the first one on DVD. I know I'm starting to be a little bit nitpicky here, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But still, having a VHS and DVD collection isn't a bad thing. It wasn't bad for the aforementioned Minty Comedic Arts and Angry Video Game Nerd to have a VHS and DVD collection. So, as well as other YouTubers that I may or may not have heard of before. And to be fair, VHS tapes come a long way. I should be, because when I talked about that similar video about how important VHS tapes and DVDs are, Sean Kidwell, which by the way, shoutouts to you man, Sean Kidwell mentioned that VHS started to become a thing back in 1977. I'm not even kidding. He posted a comment about that, letting me know that it was a thing back in 1977. I mean, I thought VHS tapes were starting to become a thing back in the 80s, but I guess I was like a few years off. But very close, to be honest. I guess we can't be right all the time. So just to be clear, I was corrected by having Sean Kidwell letting me know that it was that VHS tapes came a long way back by having to be a thing in 1977. And I'm guessing DVDs were starting to become a thing back in the late 90s, I suppose, and early 2000s. Looks maybe somewhere between 1997 to 2003, I guess, or something. I think it doesn't matter either way. It can go either way. So yeah, VHS tapes and DVDs will be an important thing to me, and I will admit, having a cool collection of various VHS and DVDs is something to be proud of. You know, kind of like what you see here. Oh, and when I did a remake, I did point out that I already had a DVD copy of Scooby-Doo and Space Ape at the Cape. Yeah, that was another duplicate right here. And the other day, yesterday, I pointed out that I already had a DVD copy of The Wild Thornberrys, which you might have noticed and seen in my old VHS and DVDs collection saga. So I probably gotta donate those to someone else who would like them. Okay? So yeah, that's what I think about my VHS and DVD collection, and it will still be important to me no matter what. And I'm probably gonna save them as like family heirlooms for when I have kids or grandkids. And I'm not sure how long DVDs will go, as well as Blu-rays. You know? And I'm probably not gonna do like another remake on my VHS and DVD collection, because I don't want it to get too old and redundant at this point. And it probably would have been a little bit too redundant for me to do another VHS and DVD remake at some point, because it's already. Sorry, I'm stuttering. I think it's fine. I don't need to do a remake of the remake. Sorry, I guess I'm just getting off topic and sounding like a nitwit. But anyways, I hope you guys understand how important it is to have like a VHS and DVD collection. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys have your own VHS and DVD collections too. And probably owning some Blu-rays as well. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's still great. And I still can't believe that VHS tapes were starting to become a thing back in 1977. I mean, it's just mind-blowing when you think about it. Absolutely mind-blowing. I wonder who came up with the idea of VHS tapes in the first place. I guess that will be a mystery all on its own. sorry. I'm sorry that made it look a little creepy. Maybe you guys can help me out by letting me know who came up with VHS tapes in the first place. Because it could help me out, but you know what? Maybe I could just look it up myself. Because I don't want to pressure you guys into doing it for me. Because that would be pretty selfish of me. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. And make sure you stay groovy. VHS tapes will still go a long way for me and become very important.